Bing is going to have ChatGPT integrated into it. Do not play the video. Stop it. So basically, rather than actually, I think I can show you. I think the demo should be live. Bing ChatGPT. Can I find it? Because it was live. I don't know if they've taken the demo down. It was live yesterday. Use. Give me 1 second. It should be in my history. This is the only time I go to Bing. Is this it? This is it. Yep, here we go. So this is a new version of Bing. Let's say, I don't know. How do you sell a house? So you have your regular responses here, and there should be the ChatGPT response somewhere. Wait, have they taken down... Ah, no! It's not here anymore! Okay. Okay, it was here. So, what they had is, on the side... It says it's still here. Wait, maybe it is still here. Let's go try it here. Okay, wait, is that it? Yes, there we go. Okay, awesome. Yep, here we go. So, over on the right-hand side here, you have responses given to you by ChatGPT. And you can actually have, like, a back-and-forth discussion with it like you would with ChatGPT. So let's go, can you give me recipes? Okay, so it's a demo, right? It's not actually giving you full access, it's just the demo. Okay. But this is giving you sort of a first look at what it's going to be doing. So rather than you having to go to the individual websites, it goes and searches through this data and outputs that data into basically into a form that's easy to access. This is going to be the new direction that search engines are going. Because, okay, one of the big driving factors for how Google, and Bing in this case as well, make money with search is they make money through advertising. Obviously, they can't make money from the individual websites, so they make money from the ads that are actually in the search engine itself. The problem is generally you don't stay on the search engine for very long. Like you say, okay, well, I search for this thing, and let's go to this website here. And then you leave the website, and now they're not making any money. But, okay, if they can give you suggestions on the website itself, without you having to go to the individual sites, you can actually go to them. It will sort of direct you to where that data is coming from. But if you can just go through here and then go through this little chat segment, sort of getting it to go back and forth answering your question, you don't ever leave the site. And if you don't ever leave the site, suddenly advertising on this search engine becomes vastly more valuable. And Bing has massively pulled ahead because Microsoft's been in a partnership with OpenAI since, I want to say 2018. And this isn't just like, a partnership where Microsoft gives them a bit of money and, they get some money back. I'll see if I can find how much it was. I think it's like 75% of OpenAI's profits would go to Microsoft. OpenAI profits to Microsoft. Yes, here we go. So, Microsoft invested... This is an article from this year. It happened a couple years ago. I believe it happened a couple years ago? Yeah. They invested $10 billion in OpenAI. Like, this is why OpenAI has improved so much with ChatGPT and GPT-3 and GPT 3.5 and in the relatively near future, GPT-4. Because they just got a giant chunk of change. And I believe Microsoft is given access to all of the IP owned by OpenAI. And also, yeah, here it is. 75% of OpenAI's profits will go to Microsoft until they've paid back the $10 billion, And then after that, they have a 49% stake in the company. Like, they basically own it. There's a good reason why it's not 51, because then they actually effectively would own it. Not 100%, but when you have 51% of the ownership of the company, you have a lot of control over what's being done. So this is why Bing is suddenly just like pulled massively ahead. And because Google is such it's a company that relies on search so much, they are kind of freaking out because Google sort of made a mistake with the way they were handling AI. Another big part of the reason why OpenAI pulled ahead so quickly is Google has been doing a lot of research internally and then publishing that research. So there is I'll see if I can find, there's a system called, I believe, a transformer. Yes, this is a style of deep learning model. This is something that, and here I believe is the write-up. Yes, this is the report itself, the research paper. Transformer, a novel neural network architecture for language understanding. The way it works, not too important. The important point is that it's really powerful, and it's a big part of the reason why suddenly things are so much better. But Google has kind of been sleeping on AI. Even though they've had such a focus on it, they haven't had AI products. Like, at least, these massive things like GPT, things like that. So, while Google's sort of just been sitting around, eventually gonna do it, but not really putting it as like a main focus, Microsoft with OpenAI, saw this opening where they can reinvent what search is and make it vastly, vastly better than what Google could ever be offering with a traditional, listing of website model. Because the way we do search now isn't anything like the way it was originally done. It's similar in a fashion, but the original search engine, actually before search engines, originally you had like directories of sites. Like, you'd have the gaming sites and the news sites and things like that, and these different websites would just have a list of sites. The idea of the search engine took that away from the individual sites and then had web crawlers going all over the internet, sort of categorizing these sites together. Then you have these language models that can then break down these different sites and break down your search and give you these different listings in a directory for the sites you want. But taking the site aspect out of it, completely new, and I think is going to, if Google keeps sitting around not really going really hard into this, is going to lose the market share. Because while Google has, I think it's 90% of the search engine market share, Bing is not like a nothing part of this situation. They have 9%. 9% is not like massive, but it is the only like legitimate second competitor. Brave exists, but Brave is like, a fraction of a percent. Same with DuckDuckGo and basically everything else.